Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Starring John Goodman, George Clooney. I've never seen it.
Oh, it's pretty good.
But it's by the Coen brothers.
Have you seen the song, the main song? The song
Oh, brother, where art thou?
No.
Oh, brother. I have heard that song.
It's not quite that, but yeah, I'm sure you heard it. It's a good hit. The whole movie is worth it for that one song, to be honest.
Yeah, I think I have. I know there's a bit where I think it's very dirty. They're always very dirty. They're covered with
the
soot
whole movie feels
and
just
grime.
dirty. I mean, even the film, even like the tone of it's like sepia.
And they're on. There's one scene where they're on a train, correct? Like in one of those like a box car. You know, like they're hitching the rails.
Yeah.
That's what I think about when I think Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Oh, brother.
Mike, is this an Oh Brother, Where Art Thou podcast?
I mean, it probably wouldn't last very long.
You're right. I mean, how much could you? I mean, you know, exclusive interviews with the main cast, main crew. I mean, then you're kind of like 15 episodes in.
15?
Maybe, you know, the main cast and crew, director, producer, maybe kind of like doing one-on-one interviews. If this was
some guys might not have much to say, though.
If this was No Brother, Where Art Thou podcast, this would not last 100%. But we are, I think, thankfully, this is
one of us hasn't even seen the movie, so how the hell?
Well, exactly. That'd be a terrible podcast. One of us hasn't seen the movies. But no, this is a wrestling podcast. This is a professional wrestling podcast. You're listening to the Shoot Brothers, episode 99.
Shoot, brother, where art thou?
Shoot, brother, where art thou? That's the title.
I think we found our title.
I think we found the title of the episode. Yeah, that's right, folks. You're listening to the Shoot Brothers podcast, of course, the only professional running podcast. It's hosted by myself, Cameron Osborne. It's also hosted by Mike the Shoot Shepherd. And you can tell by how cleanly I delivered that line. We've been doing this for a long time.
99 times.
Wow. The Great One.
The Great One, yes. Yeah, I guess he's the most famous 99.
Yeah, I can't
it's not like basketball. We have a bunch of 23s. I mean,
there's a lot. There's a lot of common numbers in basketball. A lot of 33, 32, 23s.
Yeah, those twos and threes.
Yeah, a lot
makes it easy for the refs.
33s, any combination of any of those numbers are super common. But episode 99, oh my lord, folks, episode 100 is going to be huge. We haven't really talked about this much on the podcast before. I think we've really just kind of been like burying the lead on it.
Yeah, some secrets.
But yeah, we're going to celebrate the next episode here, episode 100, our live show. We haven't done one of these since just pre-pandemic time, actually. I think the first show before pandemic,
right before it all happened.
Yeah, it was like a few days.
Yeah, the day the music died.
The day the music died. This isn't an American Pie podcast. This is a professional wrestling podcast, Mike. God, so do we have full gear coming up this week? Of course, we have the Wednesday Night War. We've got all the normal exciting hits, but I guess we should just kick off straight into SmackDown Live.
SmackDown Live, no tweet of the week.
It's the tweet of the week. It's the tweet of the week. No tweet of the week. Fuck.
That's fine. No, I don't mean to embarrass you like that.
There was. Nope.
Okay, there was. Okay, because, I mean, last week I don't think we had one either.
Oh, yes. No, there was.
Okay.
There was.
Let's go.
Sorry. No, I was looking through my phone and I was just like, fuck, where is it? Like, but anyways, I found it. Okay, so this tweet of the week goes out to, Brandon Champion, by the way. Of course, men, women, and businesses, entities, non-professional wrestlers. Like, anybody can win this award. But we do have to be of note. We did kind of like, I think, mention that somewhere. But this one, this tweet of the week champion is going to a news outlet. That's actually right. This one's going out to The Score. The Score Sports, home
Canadian.
of Renee Paquette.
Yeah.
If you may know.
They're fine.
If you may know. So The Score reported... Sorry, you were saying, Mike?
No, I was saying I do.
Oh, okay. Well, so the Score reported this story, and Mike, I don't know if you heard about this, where they reported the story that official, like, Dade County, Florida government documents believed that Ronda Rousey was arrested.
Huh.
Ronda Rousey, what former Raw Women's Champion, arrested? That would have been huge news. We would have heard about it. Well, Mike, maybe you can seem to remember, maybe 2.5 Januaries ago. There was on a Monday Night Raw, or maybe it was a Smack. It was probably a Raw. Like we watched, there was a massive physical altercation. One in which Miss Ronda Rousey, Miss Charlotte Flair, threw themselves through cop cars. Can you recall this?
Oh yeah.
Can you recall this?
I remember that, kicking off the doors and shit.
Kicking off the door. One of the most like violent restraints we've seen in the women's division ever.
I think she drove the car with her feet while she was handcuffed.
While she was handcuffed, which was crazy. And you will not believe this, but at one point within Dade County, Florida, there were official documents which believed that the arrest that Ronda Rousey was given on this episode of Monday Night Raw was in fact real and not a staged event. This was true. So this was a report that like just kind of came out a couple days ago, but of course the event happened years ago, where sort of like some leaked government documents within, I think they said Dade County, Florida. Just proved that at this night there was like a little inquiry into an arrest, into Ronda Rousey's arrest. Great story. I didn't even realize that was shoot of the year potential.
I mean, I've heard stories before of people calling 911 after seeing events happen on wrestling.
Are you?
Yeah, like someone getting knocked out or hit by a car, they call 911.
And they're like, 911, please.
Yeah, Drew McIntyre's hurt.
Drew just got RKO'd through a table. Please.
Yeah.
Wow.
So totally believable, this whole Ronda story, and it's one that flew under the radar, but it's good. It's fun to hear now.
It's good shit. Good shit now.
It is good shit. That's a fun little story.
And the Score is walking away with the champions. Well, yeah, Mike, thanks for bringing me back to that tweet of the week. A championship long overdue. I think we went a week without it.
Yeah.
Yes. Well,
and to the premier sports app on your phone is the Score.
It is the Score. Yeah. If you want the best,
just clean cut organization. You want to follow your teams, you go with the Score.
The best box scores also. That sort of tab where you're able to search that information. Oh, it's insane, isn't it?
You get everything: the assists, the rebounds, the plus minus, all that.
Well, this isn't a The Score app podcast. This is a professional wrestling podcast.
Oh, we're looking for a sponsor, maybe. Who knows?
We are looking for a sponsor. Yeah, that's right. Imagine like you open up the Score and the Shoot Brothers comes up and the little like, oh shit, that's us. Let's kick off the show, but where we were before we started tweeting. We were taking a trip over to the Thunderdome on Friday nights and enjoying ourselves some SmackDown. Okay, folks, it's Friday night. It's time for SmackDown Live. It used to be on Tuesday, but then I think it was on Friday before, though. No, wait, we used to film it on a Thursday and then release it. It's just SmackDown. What do we have going on? Fuck, Roman Reigns, eh?
The Chief.
Just sometimes scares you. Now, Mike, I did say I meant to go back and rewatch that match to see how many times the Tribal Chief has said. I have forgotten, or like I didn't. I was kind of busy this week, but I have not forgotten. I intend to go back and watch that entire episode and say how many times they say Tribal Chief. And speaking of. Excuse me, we kick off the show with Roman Reigns, and I don't know if you noticed, Mike, I don't think I noticed they didn't do that big graphic over top.
No, they didn't, but I have seen it since, and I took extra note of the skin color, and it's super dark.
It's just much darker than his actual skin color, whatever that means.
Yeah.
But either way, SmackDown opens up with Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman heading down to the ring. With Jay awaiting for them. Is this the fallout from Hell in a Cell?
Yeah, I guess so, but it's because of the way we tape our show. It was only like a day out. I don't know. It feels longer because it actually happened like a week ago now.
Of course, yeah, just sort of the way in which we scheduled the show. But this show is, in fact...
This was the fallout, from the Hell in a Cell. So Reigns is out there, Heyman's out there, Uso's out there, and... he just tells Roman, "You didn't beat me." Because I only quit because, he was beating up his brother Jimmy, and he calls it a snake move, and he's getting all emotional, just telling Reigns he can't get down with that. He doesn't respect him. And this Universal title's gotten all tripping. He's gotten tripping. You're tripping, Oos. But Reigns just says, you still don't understand. This is what I got to do. This is the burden of being the face of the WWE. Sorry, I just heard a weird noise.
Something's happening over there, Mike.
Yeah. But anyways, yes. Roman Reigns, the face of WWE. The father, after the match, his father, the uncles, the whole family, they're behind him. So if you don't fall in line, your ass is out of the family. So what you going to do, Uso? So Jimmy just says, or no, Jay.
No, you're doing it. No, you're doing it. Okay, we're not
first
all
time,
perfect.
First time ever.
First time ever, possibly.
Jay says, I hate you. And he's crying. And he's like, why you got to do me like this? And just more great storytelling. The emotion that they're displaying. And Reigns says, I love you. But by the end of the night, you're going to fall in line. So that was your opening. What
a great opening segment.
Yeah, both men delivered there very well.
It's and sometimes the opening up with a 15-minute promo never works. I'm going to say rarely works. But I think this story is fantastic. And kudos to WWE's video editing team, the team that makes up the little video packages. They've always done they do a badass job all the time. And that video package for their Hell in a Cell match was pretty much all the moments that Michael Cole wasn't talking. It was fucking perfect. Yeah. It was, cut together and just made to look as emotional.
Slow it down, put it in black and white. You're like, oh my God, they're destroying each other.
And Roman Reigns doing this, I like it. It's we're sort of, he's kind of cooled off as a heel as he really did when he kind of came back. I see him now as just being this quiet, poised, stoic, straight-faced guy. Sort of the way that a leader is. The leader doesn't lead with emotion. The leader leads with grace and poise. And fucking Jay is sobbing in front of him, and he's just standing there with that.
Well, we did see him cry in the cell.
Oh, he cried in the cell, but this isn't the cell. Shit happens.
What happens in the cell?
Men are changed in Hell in a Cell. Emotions are brought out. This storyline has been fucking fantastic since the second it started, and it's still rolling.
Yeah, it hasn't overstayed its welcome yet, so let's why not?
Yeah, I'm so not bored of this, and more Roman, and give me the shirt, wreck everything and leave, tribal chief, whatever you want to say. Roman is finally over.
Yeah, well, yeah. Indeed, but let's go on here to some wrestling action, because we got qualifiers for the SmackDown men's Survivor Series team.
Survivor Series teams. It's just about that time of year, folks. Cuddle up with a hot cup of cocoa and watch 5 dudes in red shirts take on 5 dudes in blue shirts. That's right. It's Survivor Series, baby.
I think we didn't have the shirts last year.
I know, but I just have a feeling they're going to bring it back. 2020 has been a tough year, and I feel like they're going to bring it back.
Well, what's the tagline this year? Best of the best or something?
Oh, okay. I haven't seen it. No, I haven't seen the promo poster yet.
Oh, well, either way, we got Kevin Owens taking on Dolph Ziggler here. Wasn't a street fight, but Owens was wrestling in jeans for some reason.
Yeah, what was of course I noticed immediately.
Yeah, exactly. That's street fight gear.
That is because it's also the skins. The jeans are a little too skinny.
They're pretty, for a guy that moves around a lot and pretty quick in the ring.
You would think there'd be a tear,
want max mobility.
A rip. What are they made of?
He usually just wears those jeans, those basketball shorts.
Yeah.
Or just baggy shorts. But anyways,
they have a match. Kevin Owens and Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah. The match itself was fine. The ending was pretty cool. If you caught what they were recreating, it was the end of WrestleMania 14. Shawn Michaels versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. Of course, filling the roles. Ziggler goes for the super kick. Owen catches it, spins him around 360 degrees and hits a stunner.
Oh, I can picture that. Yeah.
Only difference was no Mike Tyson to come in and do the fast count.
Oh, that was the fast count. Yeah,
that was the fast count. Yeah, the 1, 2, 3.
Tyson, you bitch.
But
yeah, I said it. Take that.
No, I wanted Shawn Michaels to win that match, so yeah, fuck you, Tyson. But Owens has won. He's earned the first spot for Team SmackDown.
The first spot for Team SmackDown. Yeah, I feel as though the Raw team got it like just off and done with almost, and then we have these.
I think they got most of it done at least. But we go backstage. Adam Pearce is hanging out, and then Natalya and Billie Kay are both just pitching to him ideas about being on the SmackDown Women's team, and Bianca Belair walks up and says, I'm ready to lead as the EST of WWE. So Pierce just says, okay, ladies, you're going to have a match. Winner gets a spot.
Adam Pearce, the most used man in WWE right now.
Working hard on every brand.
He's getting so much screen time. Billie Kay was great here, too. She was like trying to hand him a resume. And then, she was just being her normal kind of.
She was good.
Hilarious
always a good talker. We'll have that match in a little bit. But I think we had a quick sit down interview. Corey Graves with Lars Sullivan.
Oh, yes. And then I don't think I'd ever heard Lars Sullivan talk before, and he does not have a face matches the voice.
He's got a bit of a weird voice.
It's like a little bit higher and with like a slight lisp.
Yeah, he's like, oh, yeah, I went to school and they picked on me. Kind of like,
yeah, it just, because when we see these big dudes in WWE, whether it be like Rowan, Harper, Braun Strowman, they have to talk like this.
Big voice.
Like, quick, short sentences. But like Lars Sullivan was talking, and I'm like, he was wearing a golf shirt.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this whole.
It was
Lars
weird,
Sullivan
yeah,
thing.
because they were talking like about they were almost trying to give him sympathy. He was talking about him being called a freak and shit all his life. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't care. Let's just move on.
Yeah, I'm on the fence. I'm still on the fence. Let's move on. Oh yeah, you're right. Let's move on.
Let's do that qualifier match. Bianca Belair, Billie Kay, Natalya in the ring. Pretty short, but Belair was the standout here. Looking fantastic. Billie was great, though, doing her little squawk and healing it up.
Oh,
but,
she squawks. She's the Alicia Fox of the present-day women's division.
Yeah. Elisa, she was released, wasn't she? The releasing?
I think she was a victim of the releasing.
Mm-hmm. But, yes, Bianca hits Billie with the KOD, gets the win, earning the spot. A well-earned spot on Team SmackDown.
Yeah, this was one of those fun matches where all three of these characters are very different.
Yeah.
Like Billie Kay was just trying to take advantage of every little thing. Natalya trying to prove she belongs. Bianca looking to establish herself. Everything.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? There still could be a second chance match for those other women on the team. But Bianca Belair is a great first pick.
Yeah, very much so.
But let's go. Murphy comes out, and he's accompanied by Aaliyah Mysterio, who's holding his arm as they come out.
Linked like a couple to be.
Like a link, yeah. Like you're walking around the mall together.
You go to West 49
freshly dating
together.
Yeah. This is young love.
Young love.
So Murphy says he's done some terrible things to the Mysterio family, but he's not that person anymore. But as a man, he needs to apologize to Rey and Dominic face to face. But Seth Rollins comes out instead and says, they're never going to forgive you, Murphy, but I'll accept you as you are. And then he speaks to Aaliyah. He says, I'll accept her as well. And she's starting to see that I'm not the bad guy here. But then eventually Dominic comes out. He starts brawling with Seth. So Murphy gets involved. He tosses Seth out of the ring. But then Dom starts shoving Murphy, and Aaliyah just yells, no, stop! And then Rey comes running out. Him and Dominic are double teaming Murphy. Rey's ready to hit the 619, but then Aaliyah runs in the way to block it. So Rey tries to get her to leave. Rey tries to get Aaliyah to leave with him, but she says, no, I'm not going with you. I love him. So Rey and Dominic leave the ring.
Whoa.
Yeah, so this is love. They tell her to come, but then she goes over. She hugs Murphy, and she kisses him on the mouth.
On the mouth.
Loves him, kisses him right in front of her father. So this is love, man. If it's love, I'll support it if it's love.
Man, I didn't know that love could happen so fast and in front of our eyes. And just like that, this Aaliyah character and it seems like, Dominic has taken a fucking back seat since Aaliyah has popped off.
Yeah,
Dominic had his big, was the first match at SummerSlam? And then Seth Rollins.
Maybe that was the first singles match. I think he tagged.
Yeah,
I can't quite remember
whatever
the
it was.
but...
He kind of came out with 2 hot matches. I feel as though very, very early on, and now the focus has shifted. And when is he wrestling still? Do we know?
Yeah, they traded them all to SmackDown, and the storylines.
And I mean, he's not currently involved in any of this Team SmackDown business.
I mean, I was going to jump to that. Maybe there is a spot he could sneak in on there, but
because it feels like he moved over to SmackDown, but didn't really move over to SmackDown because the storyline moved over too.
The whole thing did. So,
where it's like Ray hasn't had a time to cross paths with Kevin Owens or with Roman or the Fiend.
The whole thing is just its own little bubble.
Yeah, like nobody is. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Sorry,
don't know.
Not the Fiend. Sorry, not the Fiend. That was my bad.
No. Yeah. So we'll see. But this romance, they're obviously going with it. That's the focus right now is Murphy and Aaliyah.
They're going for it.
I
guess it's getting the hits. It's probably getting the YouTube.
Where's Angie? We haven't seen Angie in a couple weeks.
It's probably getting the YouTube clicks, just like the fucking Lana Lashley.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to see. We'll see where this goes. But we got Street Profits taking on Nakamura Cesaro. I don't know what that was. Something jumped out of my throat.
Was you trying to do something? Cesaro.
No, I wasn't trying. It was like a throat gurgle. I don't know. But fun little tag match. They're all working hard. Eventually, Dawkins hits a superplex on Nakamura. Ford hits his super frog splash, gets the win. Still impressive every time they show that.
It's like it's getting like an inch higher every time.
Yeah.
Every time it gets a little bit higher. Yeah.
World record frog splash, I'd say.
Right. So I guess the focus is that's what's so weird about these the Survivor Series time, where it's like this match was money, but I guess we do have to focus on New Day versus Street Profits because that's kind of the.
Yeah, because in the you don't want to switch anything in the meantime.
Exactly, yeah. So it's always that weird time. But Cesaro Nakamura versus Street Profits in the future, yeah, that'll be badass.
Yeah, and this was fun.
Yeah.
But then the new SmackDown Women's Champion Sasha Banks comes out to cut a promo about doing what she said she was going to do, beat Bayley at Hell in a Cell, and you were my best friend, but then you tried to end my career. So Bayley comes out and she says the whole world already knows you can win a championship, but even you can't hang on to one. Unlike me, the longest reigning SmackDown Women's Champion of all time, 380 days. So Bayley challenges her for the title next week, and Sasha says, "Bring all you got because backstabbing bitches never win." So can Sasha get her first ever singles title defense on the main roster?
And you've said that like 2 or 3 times now. I still don't believe. I mean, I believe you, but I don't believe you. I don't believe that she has never done that.
I mean, yeah, but it's true.
Yeah. Well, apparently it's true. It's apparently true. It's just crazy.
She defended the NXT title, but yeah, the Raw or SmackDown. Or the SmackDown, she hasn't had a chance, but the Raw, she won it like 4 times and then lost it at the next pay-per-view.
Wow. Yeah. Is
pretty much always to Charlotte. But no, I'm looking forward. I mean, this match takes place tonight as we're recording this.
Wow.
So
who knows? It could be happening right now.
Probably not. Hopefully,
it could have kicked off the show. I don't know. I'm not. I'm not.
You know what? Let it go the whole 2 hours. Kick it off. And
I'm not booking over at the Thunderdome.
No,
somebody's booking over there.
But let's go to the main event of the evening. Daniel Bryan taking on Jey Uso in a Survivor Series qualifier match. Bryan's first singles match in like 6 months here. So this is quite, Bryan loves to face the young up-and-comers. Who,
is Jey Uso a young up-and-comer?
Well, I mean, in regards to like singles push.
Oh, okay, yeah, in the booking element. Yeah.
You know.
He likes to put people over, you can say.
Yeah, in this stage of his career, he's always good for a great match. And anyways, Uso looked great as well, though, showing he can hang with, one of the best of all time.
All time.
But mid-match, Roman Reigns comes out with Paul Heyman just to watch. So Uso, he hits a pair of super kicks, followed by the Uso splash, and Jay pins Bryan clean. That is the biggest win of his career.
Clean.
Yeah, that's a huge win for Jay.
Wow.
So the singles push, man, it's for real.
It's for real. I wonder, what, sort of falling in line with the tribal chief, making him stronger.
Yeah. And speaking of the chief, afterwards, Reigns gets in the ring and just stares at Uso and then stares back at Bryan. And that's enough to tell him what to do. Jay just starts beating down on Daniel Bryan. And he tells Reigns, I understand now. I love you too. All right? But Reigns wants the beating to continue. So Uso puts Bryan on the announce table. And then he climbs to the top rope and hits a giant big splash off the top rope to the floor, shattering the announce table. And the Uso just continues to pound on him and just looking real heel to end the show as Roman walks off smiling. So
wow,
looks like he's officially joined the family. It looks like
Jey Uso just turning to the dark side, just happening in front of our eyes. Anakin, go Anakin.
Yeah. Although it's kind of who's gonna be the light one to battle these evil men?
The light one.
The Force. The light one.
The Force. Jedi. Is that the word you're looking for?
Well, no. I mean, I know what a Jedi.
But yeah, you are. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. What's the next thing? What is next? Is Jimmy? Where does Jimmy stand?
Yeah. Well, I would assume Jimmy. I mean, I guess he could have his own little singles thing, but I'm guessing he's probably going to fall in line and just expand this family. And I don't know. Either way, though.
Yeah. What's next? What's next for SmackDown? That is our next question.
Yeah, but it's been on a roll. It's been a very consistent show these last few months.
It really has been, truly, and I don't think if you would have asked me in 2018 like that I would be saying this, I would be crazy. You would think I was crazy, but I think like
you could call it show of the year. You could.
I was going to say, just put in quotations, since Roman Reigns came back, the show has been a lot better. That might have been the first time ever people have said those words, like they have used those words in that order. That might have been the first time anybody, like ever, all time.
This is the era that we are living in.
Oh, it really is.
And that was your SmackDown.
That was the SmackDown. Yeah, God, the Hell in a Cell Fallout feels like it was so long ago. Let's kick over through the weekend.
Well, right before, one little thing. Let me ask you: did you end up watching the Walter versus Ilya Dragunov UK title match?
I have not, but I've heard even more praise than the praise that you gave it.
Yes, I did watch it. I won't, even if you know who wins, it doesn't matter. Go and watch it when you have the time, and it truly is worth the 5 stars I got. A damn fine match. Brutal match.
Wow, so...
with no weapons, just pure physicality.
So that's another 5-star match not on the main roster.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you know what? I only watch Walter matches a couple times a year, and he always just fucking kills it.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. I mean, fuck. It was that way. He had, this one, and then
Tyler Bate match last year, and then he had the Pete Dunne one the year before.
Like he's kind of like 3 for 3 in big matches.
Yeah, UK. But anyways, had to squeeze that in there before we move over to Monday Night Raw. Let's get raw. Let's get raw. Here. Show opens with the WWE champion Randy Orton coming out, cutting a promo, calling himself the best, going over all his accomplishments. Then he starts calling out the locker room and says even the Fiend himself. He even calls out the Fiend and says, "I'll be right here." But then Alexa Bliss is the one to come out. She gets in the ring with Randy and smiles. So Orton just asks, "Where is he?" And then Bliss lifts up her hands, revealing these nice new gloves. She's got the play and the pain to kind of match the Fiend's hurt and heal thing.
Hurt, heal, play, pain. I get it.
Yeah, I like it. So she lowers the play hand, keeping the pain one there. And then she just says, he could be here. And then the lights go red. We hear the screeching. But the Fiend does not appear. It's, in fact, Drew McIntyre who shows up. Hits Orton with the Claymore. Then he dares Orton to give him his rematch. And as Drew is laid out. Oh, no, sorry. As Drew leaves, Orton's laid out. Miz and Morrison come running out. They're looking to cash in the Money in the Bank. He hands the case to the ref. But before the bell can officially ring, Drew is back in. He beats up Miz Mo, clears them out. So Money in the Bank contract does not.
That was pretty close.
Still can't. Yeah, it was close.
It was pretty close.
But then we go back in the ring. Elias is there. He's got his guitar. He goes to play his lead single, Amen. But then Jeff Hardy interrupts. So they have a match. But not just any match. One of your favorite Tips, I believe.
Oh,
the old on a pole match.
Anything on a pole, Mike. I love it.
So we got Jeff Hardy taking on Elias in a guitar on a pole match. Early on, they said you must retrieve the guitar and smash it over your opponent to win. But that's not quite what happened.
Not really. I tried to also picture so it's sort of like, like in a table match rules where it's like first through the table. Like you have to use the weapon. So then I started thinking a table on a pole match, and then you have to get the table down and then put somebody through it.
Don't give them any ideas now.
Vince, if you're listening, table on a pole.
So they're going back and forth. Eventually, Hardy hits a twist of fate, climbs up the ropes, grabs the guitar, and then he jumps off the top rope while swinging the guitar down on to Elias. But the damn thing doesn't even break. So Hardy just covers him for the 3 and pins him.
Yeah, that was. I guess it just didn't break.
Yeah.
What are you supposed to do?
Probably hurt a lot more.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
Maybe they grabbed the wrong guitar.
Oh yeah, like a little Hateful Eight type thing.
Yeah. Oh,
did you ever hear that?
When they destroyed the $100,000 guitar?
Yeah, when they break the.
I heard about that.
The historic guitar.
Yeah.
Or who does it? Yeah, Kurt Russell's character.
Yeah. See, the first time I saw that, I didn't know. Then I watched the second time, and I watched the girl's reaction, and she's really like, "Oh."
Yeah, well, it wasn't until
I was like, "Oh no!"
Yeah, it wasn't until you heard that as like a little
you're
Hollywood
like, "Oh damn,"
fact or something.
But that was cool. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler are taking on Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke in a women's tag title match.
Women's tag title, Mike. What do we think? If you were to give me a number. Okay.
Yeah.
Of how many days they have held that championship for? What would you think that number would be? I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm gonna say 79.
So you're gonna say 79? 68. Damn, that's pretty close. Oh, it was Payback. Okay, God, it feels like it was.
Yeah, I knew it was Payback.
Feels like it was way longer.
Didn't do the math fast enough. But no, they're out here. They're defending the belts. Lana comes out to watch. And then, so Mandy, Dana, they get a couple moves in. They're showing some good teamwork. And then mid-match, Lana, she jumps on the apron, starts talking trash with Shayna. She distracts her, so Dana rolls her up. But the ref is still distracted, so Shayna Baszler, she escapes, applies the Kirifuda clutch, and Dana Brooke taps out. But believe it or not, this segment ends without Nia putting Lana through a table.
Yeah, for once. Eh?
Yeah.
Jesus.
We'll see.
Well,
she's safe.
Safe for now.
Yeah.
Safe for now.
Then we got Bobby Lashley taking on R-Truth. Non-title match. Neither men's belt. So Truth just says, no need for us to get hurt, Bobby. I'll just lay right down for you. So he lays down, but Lashley's not having it. So they have a quick battle. Lashley hits a big spear, which Truth does a great job selling. And then Lashley just applies the Hurt Lock, gets the win. And then afterwards, Drew Gulak runs out, tries to pin him, but Lashley says, fuck you, powerbombs Truth, or powerbombs Drew. And then he applies the Hurt Lock to Gulak, knocks him out, but then he says, here you go, buddy. And he tosses his body over Truth. And the ref counts at 3. So Gulak wins the belt.
That's weird. Why would you bring out Bobby Lashley just to have a 24/7 match? And then my second question is, why would you have a 24/7 match?
Yeah, it was kind of weird for Lashley. Seems above this.
Like, I would have loved to see another maybe like a women's tag qualifier.
Yeah, we could have done something.
Which brand is Peyton Royce is on? Isn't she on Raw now?
Raw. Yeah.
There you go. Would have loved to see her.
Yeah, I know.
More Sean Spears and Peyton Royce. That's what I think we need.
AJ Styles comes out
finally,
and he's got his skyscraper.
Good. Jesus,
the skyscraper Jordan's with him, and AJ just cuts a promo about Survivor Series and the team that they're forming, and he says they lack someone with the tangibles of a leader, and of course he's referring to himself. Captain Styles reporting for duty. And as captain, he brings out the other members of Team Raw. So Sheamus, Keith Lee, they come out. Lee just says, no one agreed to call you captain. Sheamus is like, yeah. And then Braun Strowman comes out, says, what this team needs is these hands.
Of course, he still won't give up the hands. Braun, give them up, buddy. No one cares about the hands anymore.
Yeah,
we've moved on.
You know what?
What?
You know what? I just made the connection that since his thing is all about getting these hands, we're in the COVID era. Maybe that's why he started wearing the gloves.
Well, I think no, it's actually because he was saying wash these hands for a little while.
Did you notice he had the gloves on? They were like clipped to his belt.
I didn't notice that. No.
God, I hate that.
Oh God, I have to notice.
It looks so dopey.
Because he's brought back the really big beard and now the bald head. I don't know, tight t-shirt. Yeah. I don't what the fuck is Braun Strowman? And why is Keith Lee? Oh my God! Don't
Poor
get
Keith
Lee.
Keith I know.
Lee.
Lee, he even says he's like Braun. All of us had to qualify. You got to do the same. So Adam Pearce comes out and says, "Yeah, Braun. Yeah, Braun.
Yeah, Braun.
I'd love to have you on the team, but we're having trouble finding someone who wants to face you in a qualifier." So then they all bicker, and then they come to the idea of a triple threat: Braun, Sheamus, Keith Lee. If Braun wins, he gets the spot.
That's how you book a match. I like AJ Styles is now the self-proclaimed leader of Raw. So he was instead of he was like, okay, you guys beat each other up, and they're just kind of like, okay.
Yeah, he was like booking the match for them, and he didn't. He somehow didn't get involved.
AJ Styles is such a great pot stirrer.
Yeah, I love it. So we get that triple threat match here. Just a bunch of big men bruising around. Eventually, Braun tackles all of them through the barricade. And then back in the ring, we get maybe the biggest triple suplex I've ever seen involving all three men off the turnbuckle.
That was huge.
Yeah. I think we've seen the ring break from less than that.
Yeah, I thought that
two men.
I think the last time the ring broke, it was Big Show and Braun.
Yeah. And then I think maybe Brock and Braun did it once. I don't know. It's happened a couple times.
This was, I think, definitely
this was three men all going down
break worthy.
Yeah, that might be a metric ton of weight.
No,
a work ton. A work ton.
Yeah, a Michael Cole ton.
Yeah, not a shoot. But later on, Keith Lee hits a bit of a scary Topic and Hero to the floor where. Looks like he bumped his head on the way down.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
I don't know. That's a lot of weight. That's 395 pounds.
I don't think Keith Lee is 395.
No, I know. I'm Michael Cole on it again.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Whoops.
Eventually, though, Lee's got Braun. He's looking to hit the Spirit Bomb, but then Sheamus kicks Lee, and then Strowman grabs Sheamus, hits a power slam, gets a 3. So looks like Braun's on Team Raw. Ooh. But heavy hitting match. It was actually pretty decent.
Yeah. It was. We're building up just Raw team and remember that one year where the entire Survivor Series match, the men's match, was booked pretty much to like cause drama on the Raw roster.
Yeah, didn't they turn on each other? Like Triple H turned on Kurt Angle,
and Braun was there, and it almost ended up being like there was 4 members of Raw left, and Braun.
And I think every single year Baron Corbin turns on his team. I think that's the thing. And then, I don't know. But the cherry on top afterwards, AJ gets back in the ring and he wants everyone to shake hands. And then they all just beat each other.
Because he's the leader. He's like, guys, shake hands.
I do like it. I like the leader. I want him to be like all camp counselor. Just like trying to lead the team. Let's have some spirit building activities. And but we move on to the Firefly Funhouse where both Bray and Alexa are there. And they talk about Randy Orton. And Abby just says, Orton gonna go fuck himself. And Alexa's just like, hey, no foul language in the fun house. That's 10 cents in the swear jar. So Abby says, you can go fuck yourself too. Of course they're censoring this.
Of course. Oh, they're beep.
Yowie wowie.
Beep.
Yes, that's 25 cents, old lady. So they talk about Orton being a bad man. And they show some clips from when Orton burnt down the old Wyatt compound. And they say he never forgets. And we get glimpses of the Fiend. And then finally Alexa says, before we go, I'd like to show you a nifty trick I've been practicing. So Bray puts his hand over her eyes and she transforms again with those white and red demon eyes. And then this... Okay, well, I don't even know what this was. This like thick red goop drips out of her mouth.
I thought it was like her new trick was like a blood oozing tongue.
Yeah, so was it a tongue or was it like some
I
goop?
thought it was
way.
a tongue.
Okay, so
like
I guess it's
you know,
tongue.
like a devil,
like a demon
snake has
tongue.
a tongue or so. Yeah, snake maybe.
Yeah. It looked weird, but I get it. So
I
even Bray
get
says,
it. I mean, it's professional. I get it. It's professional wrestling. I get it.
So Bray says, "Oh shit," and that's the end.
Yeah,
it was funny. I liked all the swears.
Yeah, it was fun to just I think I guess you're allowed to beep it. You can say whatever you want as long as you want to beep it.
You can say whatever you want.
Yeah, this.
I mean, how far do you think you can go with the beeps? Like, can you beep the C word?
Oh yeah, like if it's clear that this was the word. I don't know.
That's a good. I don't know.
Let's find out. Let's find out for next week's show. But yeah, Fiend was feeling a bit stale on those last few weeks or maybe month on SmackDown. His move over to Raw and certainly the stuff with Bliss is the most intriguing non-Uso related thing happening right now, I find.
Yeah. And the timing is good because it'd be, I don't know, him interacting with Bray or with Roman right now wouldn't be good because they would just make the Fiend lose again and then he loses more steam.
Exactly. And it's clear that Orton is, is on the Fiend's revenge tour and sort of everybody. Like, I mean, even the Fiend is coming for Randy Orton. He has reason to. Mr. Money in the Bank is now looming. Unlike the previous holder who didn't really do much, and Drew McIntyre still wants that belt back, and still wants to fight for it. So Randy Orton, I feel as though is his luck may be out soon.
Yeah, no, that world title scene is opening up a bit, which is nice. Mm. It's nicer than just having Drew Randy for 4 months.
Was it that long? No,
I don't know. It feels like it.
It does, but was it?
It might not be quite that long, but it was pretty damn long. Anyways, into the ring, Nia Jax is taking on Lana in some singles action. But before the match even begins, Shayna Baszler clears the announce table just in preparation. So Nia,
just foresight, we're going to put this bitch through a table, so we might as well.
So Nia's dominating the match, but Lana shows some heart. She's staying in the fight, but eventually Nia hits a Samoan drop, gets the 3 count. And then, of course, after the match, they roll out of the ring, and Nia has to hit another Samoan drop on Lana through the announce table for lucky number 7. But I still love it.
Mike, this has been 7 weeks in a row. So I went back.
I don't think it's been in a row. 7 total.
7 weeks in a row of Lana.
7 of 10, I'm going to say.
Getting shit on. Yeah, sure. I guess she had the big win.
She won a main event.
She did have the big main event win, I guess. I don't know, but you're put.
She had one of my shoots of the year on Raw.
You're put through 6. Wait, work of the year, not shoot of the year.
No, her shoot promo after.
There's a shoot of the year award.
When she was crying.
Okay.
Or maybe there's not a shootie. I don't know. Maybe there is now.
You just made it up.
The shoot of the year.
The shoot of the year, work of the year. Yeah, but it's been. I mean, it's certainly this gag lost its novelty after week 5.
I mean, it's at this point, it's. I think that's it's a Family Guy chicken fight. Family Guy is going to run a gag.
I see what you're saying.
They're going to run a gag into the ground. And eventually it might be funny again. But for me, it still is.
Yeah, I think as long as Vince McMahon, he spits out his coffee, I'm sure he's sitting back there during Raw, and every time Lana goes through that table, he like a spit take, whatever he's sipping on. He's laughing so hard.
A big belly laugh.
Yeah, he got a big belly laugh. But
don't you want to see the revenge? Don't you want to see Nia slam or see Lana slam Nia?
I don't think that could happen physically.
No, Nia just has to jump.
I don't think that could...
Like I said, angle slam.
I know. I guess it's...
You don't think she can jump? I know she can't do much, but I think she can jump.
Okay, I know that she can't, like, safely deliver a leg drop.
I mean, when she Samoan drops her through the table, she has to get a little bit up, right?
She doesn't even make a leg drop look nice. You think she's going to make a...
I don't know. I have faith we can make this work.
I have faith, as long as the payoff eventually is...
Lana is the women's champion.
Or fucking, I don't know,
That's
like,
my
where's the women's tag scene right now? I don't know. Maybe we'll hear from fucking Peyton Royce sometime soon.
Maybe. Hurt Business, though, we're going to hear from them first. They come out cutting a promo. Lashley's talking about Sami Zayn because they're going to face each other at Survivor Series. And then they move on to, answering the retribution problem that WWE couldn't. And now it's time to collect the payment. And they want it in the form of a tag title shot. So Xavier and Kofi come out to address them, and they clap by. And we have a match. New Day versus Cedric and Shelton. But it was kind of confusing because apparently it wasn't a title match.
No, it was not a title match. It was just a match.
But didn't this lead up kind of seem like it was going to be a title match?
Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, they didn't announce it. I was a little confused. Just go at the beginning.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, though, we get a good match. Kofi gets taken out, leaving Xavier on his own. He eats a tag team combo, which ends in the pay dirt from Shelton, who pins him. So Hurt Business win. But it was not for the titles, but... Yeah, Hurt Business is looking strong, man. They could win those gold sometimes.
They could. You know what, Mike, you said earlier, the Hurt Business came out and they say that WWE has a retribution problem. Well, you're goddamn right. They have a retribution problem. They made a thing that they're not going to use.
Yeah, did we even? Was that the only mention of them on the show?
The only we do see. I think there was a.
Oh wait, never mind. They come out now.
Yeah, coming up after this next match. But
yeah. No, but still, the point stands. But let's go backstage where Nikki Cross, who we haven't seen much since she's been drafted, approaches her friend. I don't know. We don't know what's going on. She approaches Alexa Bliss. She says she's been texting, she's been calling, gotten no response. Nikki says it's the Fiend that's been, making you shut me out, right? My best friend wouldn't let someone do this to them. Alexa, look at me. She won't even look at her. So Nikki spins her around, but then she's frightened as she sees she's got those demon eyes going on. So
yeah, it's sort of like Nikki can't untake it. It's like like her friend starts dating a new guy, and then she's kind of like spends a little too much time with that guy, starts like adopting some of his characteristics. She's just
now she's smoking. She's wearing leather jackets.
Exactly. She's concerned about her friend. Watching her down a dangerous path. Maybe if you saw a friend going down a path like that, you may want to say something.
Yeah, no, Nikki. I think Nikki's been nothing but a good friend to Alexa throughout this last year and a half. But we're loving this Bliss storyline still.
Yeah, still working so far. Yeah, I love it.
The contact lens is such a little thing, but that's her Fiend now. That's we got to find a name. Her when she transforms into that
Fiendress.
What's a vixen?
Oh yeah, that's a good. No, that could be a good one.
Yeah, vixen. I don't know. But we got.
I was gonna say. Fuck no. Oh my god, it was on the tip of my tongue.
Harlot.
Nah, maybe that one could work.
Or is that a little slutty? Harlot.
Oh my god, it was on the tip of my tongue. Fuck. I'll remember it halfway through.
Okay.
This next match, we got Ricochet and Tucker.
Ricochet and Tucker.
And Tucky.
Yes, the newly turned heel. He's got a new look.
He's shaved. He doesn't have. Okay, you know what his new look is?
Well, for one thing, track pants.
Oh. He's track pants guy. No, I was say his new look is jobber. He looks
absolutely
like that particular beard shave and like ponytail
and
job,
like the greasy thin hair.
Yeah, that's just got fucking jobber written all over it. Succubus. And that's what I was thinking of.
No, I agree. The trunks are less jobbery than these just sweatpants he threw on with like Knight just on the back. His last name's Knight, in case anyone remembers.
In case, you didn't fucking know. Right.
Yeah,
Tucker Knight, Otis Dijakovic. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's out here and looking like a jobber. So let's treat him like a jobber. Ricochet just kind of hits him with the recoil, gets a quick win. Tucker is dead in the water.
Poor guy. There was like a still photo on Instagram that I saw, and it was like, just kind of, while they're in the ring, someone's getting announced, and then the caption was just like, he looks dead inside. Like he just looks so sad.
It's I mean,
it's terrible.
Yeah, getting the briefcase off of Otis to Miz was a good thing, but splitting up Heavy Machinery was not.
Absolutely not. Oh my God, how many teams are continue to be split up without any
sense.
unnecessarily?
So it's I guess at some point, I don't even remember where on the show, but yeah, Lacey Evans and Peyton Royce are now a team. They're out of nowhere. The Iconics are split up so you could put Peyton Royce in another team. I don't get
Why would you do that?
I don't get it. But anyways, that happened at some point. After this.
I think I saw that. Yeah. Yeah, fuck that.
After this match, Retribution does come out. They all beat up Ricochet, dump him out, and then they all beat up Tucker, and they stand tall.
Great.
So we did see them for a second. Yeah.
That was like the most uncreative way to convey a message.
Yeah, I don't get why. I don't know. This whole thing is stupid. Why?
What's happening?
They've already done the 8-man. They could have just saved that could have been your big Survivor Series match, Retribution versus Hurt Business or whatever, elimination. But they've already done that. It meant nothing.
I mean,
the team means nothing.
Like, what the hell can save this?
Yeah. Mustafa Ali came, and then for a week or two, we're like, all right, this might be picking back up.
The only thing that can save this at this point is if for some reason, somehow, some way, Retribution shows up at War Games. That's the only thing that can fucking keep me on board. I can't think of something coming up in the near future that would put them over in my eyes. And I mean my eyes, fuck all those other wrestling fans. I mean my eyes. I can't think of anything that they could, because they've been squashed by the Hurt Business, it seems like. Now they're just kind of taking out jobbers. I can't think of something they could do to really get over.
It doesn't even seem like they want him to get over it right at this point. I don't get it.
I do not get it. Who is in charge of it? Where? How can I? Okay, we need Fit Finley back.
Yeah, he needs to be unfurloughed if he hasn't already.
Yeah, Fit, if you're listening, come back,
please. But let's go main event. Drew McIntyre taking on Miz and Morrison in a handicap match.
Ooh, Mizmo.
Well, don't get too excited.
Okay.
I mean, it was okay. It wasn't, but nothing too crazy. Drew fighting against the odds, getting double teamed. Miz hits a skull crushing finale, but Drew kicks out of that. And then soon after, he hits Miz with a Claymore. Gets a 3 count. But then right after, Orton comes out, RKO's Drew. But as he's celebrating with his title, we hear the Fiends laugh. And Orton just looks around concerned to end the show. So, hey, spicing things up.
What a weird way to, book that kind of part. Yeah, the ending was fine, and Mizmo just kind of keep getting booked. I feel bad for John Morrison, too. He came back right before the COVID era.
Yeah.
He was in that.
He's on TV, though.
Oh, of course. No, of course. But, he came back, and I remember he was in that match. He was at the Mania match.
The ladder match, yeah, he was one of the MVPs.
And I think he was in a match before where I remember he did this badass corkscrew air thing off of some stairs or something. I was like, that was sick. But since then, I feel like we haven't seen that John Morrison that we saw in those first returning weeks.
Yeah, not quite. I mean, he's mostly been stapled to The Miz. But if Miz does win that title, I'm sure it's going to be with help from Morrison whenever.
However.
And maybe that could lead to some, hey, man, where's my shot?
Yeah.
When's it going to be my turn, Miz?
When's he going to turn on...
Because they got to split the team up, right? That's the thing to do in WWE right now.
Make a team, split them up. That's the way we play things here in WWE. Fuck tag wrestling. We think it sucks. You want to watch tag wrestling? Watch it somewhere else.
That was it. That was your main roster shows.
That was the main, that was Monday Night Raw, SmackDown Live. The main roster. Of course, we are steadily building up. When is any idea on ETA for Survivor Series?
End of November. So I guess this week, I'm going to say November 22nd.
November 22nd. That's a great guess, and it could be. Okay, so we still have a lot of time to make our way there.
We've got weeks.
No, we've got weeks to screw up, and that sounds great. Well, Mike, how about we take a quick break?
Yeah, take a break.
Take a break. We're skipping trivia this week because, gosh darn it, I just don't have any ready. But we're gonna come back because we have Wednesday night. Of course, our go home show to Full Gear.
Go home for the Full Gear. That's right, baby.
So we're gonna take a break, and we will be right back.
Let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, brother, yeah, let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, brother, yeah.
Back here on the podcast, folks. Part 2 of the Shoot Brothers. How are you liking part 1 there, Mike? Did you enjoy that first part?
Yeah, we had some good fun. We had some laughs. Some harsh disagreements.
I'm
No, it was a great first half. Here we are. November is here. It's election week for our sisters in the South.
Election week.
Yeah, it's ongoing. We don't have to deal with that. We do, but not right now.
Yeah, we don't have to deal with it insofar that it just occupies your social media feed.
Yeah, no, ours is really just like you think about it for a day, you'd go do it, and then, hey, I'm done.
There's way less people, see?
For America, it's like year build-up just for the fucking thing.
Yeah, that's our thing. There's way less people. There's way less ballots to count.
Yeah, that's a thing, too.
Exactly, right.
But anyways, this is not a democracy. This is wrestling.
This is absolutely not a democracy podcast. And how dare you assume that it might be?
How dare you?
How dare you?
Because what we say goes. We are the masters. We are the kings, the rulers. You are the peasants, the listeners, but you are a loyal subject.
Loyal peasants.
We still respect you. We will shower you with bread. The crumbs of our eatings, our droppings. But no, we love you. We respect you all.
We respect you all. And what better way to show the amount of respect that we have to you than to not linger on anymore and get to the hard-hitting professional wrestling. So we have Full Gear coming up this weekend, so we're going to finish off with that because we can kind of lead into that. So let's start off the show, right now with NXT.
NXT, what does it mean? I don't know, but it's some good wrestling. So NXT, watch and see. Try to tap out a count out of 1, 2, 3.
Because I don't know.
We're coming off the Halloween Havoc.
Coming off the Havoc, it's on cable. It's not on the network anymore. So there's no excuses that you shouldn't watch it.
No, but you can watch it the next day on the network.
Is that how that works?
NXT. And for NXT, it does. For Raw and SmackDown, I think it takes a couple weeks because of the deals. But
yeah, I think you can watch it on Hulu like next day.
I think it's a condensed version.
Yeah, it's sort of a lot. It's like I've heard that too.
Yeah, it's like an hour, 20-minute version. So you might not see everything, but maybe that's a good thing for some of you.
Oh my god, dude!
But we cover the show. We're thorough.
If I would watch it on Hulu, dude, imagine they they always cut out like anything 24/7. They cut out anything.
But no, we are here so people can come back at 100 years and they want a historical retrospective. They can listen to our podcast.
That's a good point. Like, what was happening in 2020 in the beginning of November?
They want to know, how did people react to this? Whoa, we need to know.
Well, let's get to some of those.
You said let's not linger, and here we are.
Yeah, let's get to those exact reactions that we're talking about. Let's start talking about some WWE NXT. We already know what we're talking about. It's free. It's on cable, and we're coming off of the Havoc. The show kicks off this week with a confident Ember Moon.
Yes, Ember Moon.
I might even say cocky. I might even say incredulous.
You could say all those things, and I won't disagree. She's showing a new style in the ring, submission based. She's here taking on Dakota Kai. Good back and forth bout here. Moon going for a big suicide dive, but Kai avoids her. She just crashes hard. But later on, Ember climbs the ropes, looks for that eclipse, but Raquel Gonzalez jumps up on the apron, causes the distraction. So Kai takes advantage, attacks Ember, and hits an elevated GTK to get the win.
The big win
The big
for Dakota
win.
Kai.
Yeah.
Ember Moon's return has been sort of like maybe stop and start since she came back to NXT. I think she had a big match right when she came back, but then
Yeah. Yeah, they built it up with that whole mystery thing, the motorcycle.
yes, and then but of course Candice LeRae has sort of been involved in the title picture like as of right now.
Yeah.
But dude,
well, I mean, it's when you come into one of the most stacked divisions in all of wrestling.
I was just about to comment on that. NXT is the only place where you can kick off your show with a hot, fun match that got people moving. You know, it gets people moving,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Exactly. Even if Ember loses, Dakota Kai's been no slouch. She's been booked pretty steady all year. Mm-hmm. So yeah, both of these women are still chomping at the bit, looking for some titles.
Yeah.
But let's move over to the men's side of things. Cameron Grimes is here. Yippee-ki-yay versus Kush, taking on Kushida, who still likes to have some fun. He's a time traveler.
Yeah, he's still got that little painted-on watch.
Yeah. So Kushida, he's doing his style. He's working that arm, trying to weaken it for his hoverboard lock. But grimy, slimy, he's not going to go down without a fight. So eventually Kushida hits a big diving arm breaker off the top rope. But soon after that, we get a ref bump. I forget. I don't know. Yeah, someone bumps the ref, so he's out. Kushida locks in the submission. Grimes is tapping out, but there's no ref to see it. So another ref comes running out. But it's the same ref from last week's Haunted House of Horror match, the one that was acting all spooky.
Yeah.
So Grimes is scared. So Kushida takes advantage, applies that hoverboard lock again, and Grimes taps out. This time the ref sees it, so that's
The zombie ref.
the zombie ref. That's right.
Zombie ref getting a push. You heard it here first. Where's
That's 2 weeks in a row. I mean, he's involved in a story.
And that's
you could
their
say.
gimmick. Like they're a ref and they're a zombie. That's sort of it. Poor Grimes, though. Cameron Grimes, if you're ever searching on YouTube, you want to see old clips of him, his name used to be Trevor Lee.
I've heard that name.
That was him.
Okay. What was Keith Lee? Was Keith Lee always Keith Lee?
Keith Lee has always been Keith Lee.
Okay. Because there's been a couple Lees.
I'm sure, but yeah, if you ever want to look at old clips of him from like independent wrestling, Trevor Lee is his name.
Is he the same character?
I've never seen any like real promos and stuff. More just in ring.
Does he? Oh, so you don't know if he has the vest?
No, he
doesn't
doesn't have the vest or cowboy hat. No,
I guess it's not a cowboy hat.
or whatever. It's kind of like a top hat.
It's like a mini top hat.
Or like a steampunk.
It's not a tall
It's
top
almost like
hat.
a steampunk.
Yeah,
looking
something.
top hat.
There's a name. All you hat experts out there,
Or
send in
like it's
your
or it's
replies.
like a cowboy hat. They'll say it's like a 14-gallon hat. Maybe this one is like like a 9-gallon hat or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something to.
Does that mean if you pour liquid into the hat, that's
I wonder
much
how
of a hole?
accurate that is. If like because hell yeah, I would test that.
Yeah, and Jim Ross like, no, you can't. That's a damn good hat. You can't pour water down it.
And he would. He's always wearing those He's always wearing those hats.
Oh yeah,
Pork pie. Maybe Grimes. It's like a tall pork pie hat.
That's okay. Maybe. I don't know.
We're getting there. Anyways, Trevor Lee. Check him out if you want to check him out online. He's pretty sick.
Yeah,
He's been using that cave in forever.
Yeah, that's a great.
Yeah.
Move. But we in the months prior we were complaining about Kushida, and he's been picking up a streamer wins here. So hey,
yeah. Ever since what was the last NXT pay-per-view? You got to win at it.
Yeah. What was it? 31.
31. Yeah, he got a win there, and he's been on a roll ever since.
Yeah, that arm breaker, the hoverboard lock's getting over.
Amen. The fuck man.
Amen. You can get it on Elias's new album.
Amen.
That's the name of the song. But that's not what we're talking about. We got tag team action. Drake Maverick, Killian Dane, taking on NXT's perennial team jobbers, Everrise. But as Dane and Drake make the reference, Dane doesn't even cut off the music this week, so he's coming around a bit.
He's coming around a bit, I think.
Still acting a little apprehensive,
his Grinch heart is growing in size.
Yeah. Yeah, it's what Nikki Cross did to Alexa.
Exactly.
Right?
That's exactly it.
So we're having fun. The match is going all right. But then we cut to a split screen as we see Danny Burch, Oney Lorcan, and Pete Dunne all entering the CWC. And the camera, there was a weird spot where I think the cameraman fucks up and just starts filming these workers who had nothing to do with the angle. There was like a guy holding the door open, and the camera zooms on him, and the guy like signals like, "Get off me!" I don't know. I noticed.
You think so? Yeah, like the little weird production glitch.
He like signals his hand like, "Get off me! I'm not a guy."
I'm not Oni Lorcan.
I'm not a wrestler. But anyway, so these three heels, they come in, they come down, they attack the guys. So there's DQ, and then Pat McAfee comes out. He was the cameraman. He was filming his boys, attacking them all, and then after the beatdown, McAfee gets on the microphone, cuts a promo about his this new 4-man power group, the brand, I'm calling them.
For the brand.
For the brand, yeah. So they saying they run NXT now, and they're just insulting Undisputed Era as they play like this little memorial for them, and they're going to raise a banner in honor of their memory, as all great sports teams do.
As all do, you're right.
So they lowered the thing, they got the banner ready. But then Pat's like, wait a minute, let's take a vote. So the brand votes, and they all decide to throw the banner in the trash can instead. So they get out the trash can, they throw the banner in.
Disrespect.
Well, not just that, they then douse it in lighter fluid and set it.
Disrespect.
Yeah, they set it on fire. I mean, the old hobo fire pit.
the old hobo fire.
You ever seen one of those in real life?
No, but I feel as though if I ever do see a trash can fire, I know the apocalypse is about to come. So I'm immediately head over my shoulders.
Seems like there's probably a lot better ways to go about.
Yeah, and why is it? What is it with any dystopian future movie? There's always a trash can fire.
Well, even like a movie from the 70s or 80s, just like if you're in New York, they'll have it.
Yeah, but you know what? See what the problem is, Mike. Nobody's making metal trash cans anymore. They're all plastic, so nobody can have trash can.
I've never in my life had a metal trash can.
Like a metal, that's.
It's always just been the plastic.
It's always been the plastic. Exactly.
Which makes sense, right? I guess.
Right? I don't know enough about the environment.
I don't know. But anyways, we burn this banner. Then they all go in the parking lot. They're ready to leave when Killian Dane attacks them. What's his beef? Did they beat him up before?
No. He just had the match. I guess he just kind of came out.
Oh yeah. Well, so Killian Dane.
Well, I guess
he's just sticking up. I don't know what he's doing, but he gets outnumbered. They beat him down, and then Pete Dunne kicks a car door into his head, and as they drive off, Dane's bleeding from the head.
Yeah, I guess a big punt. He was a punter.
Yeah. He was a punter.
Yes.
A rugby punter.
Pat McAfee? No, an NFL punter.
Oh, no, I was talking about Pete Dunne.
Oh, sorry.
Wasn't Pete Dunne the one that kicked the car?
No, I thought it was Pat. I thought Pete Dunne was like getting down on him, but I don't think he kicked him.
Okay.
Either way.
Maybe I just wrote the wrong name down. I might have fucked up.
No.
Yes, Pat McAfee was the kicker. I knew that. But anyways, Dane's bleeding. He's in big trouble, folks. But we go to Johnny Gargano, who's at home talking about his big win, the North American title. And then he gets a phone call from Ghostface, who's just sitting there right beside him. And they're playing the game of life, which Johnny wins. And that was it. We didn't get any reveal or anything.
Right. So Ghostface, we're now a few weeks now in on these people are or this person.
Yeah. So I'm thinking 2 Ghostface, male and female.
Okay.
Indy Hartwell, as I said before.
Yeah.
And then Austin Theory.
Austin Theory.
I think before this, Gargano was kind of beating him up a bit.
Okay, so similar to the ending of Scream, the same character is actually 2 people.
There you go.
Interesting. I like that.
We'll see, though. We'll see.
I can get with that.
That's all we get for this week.
That's all we get.
But we got some good shit coming up right here. Tony Storm is taking on Shotzi Blackheart. But peculiar, no tank entrance for Shotzi this week.
Yeah, what happened to her tank?
Well, I guess she was just so focused on the match, she came out to fight, and they just get right into it. We're having a real good match. But, Tony, I'll give her the slight edge. She's a veteran here. But Shotzi, she's young. She's hungry. At one point, she hits this really cool tornado DDT where she, springboards off the top rope, DDTs Tony on the side of the apron. That's Shotzi's favorite spot. Every week she does it.
Every week she's dealing a lot of the apron stuff.
Yeah, it's cool. But as she's getting up from that big move, Candice LeRae appears on the video screen to taunt Shotzi because we were asking about her tank. Well, Candice somehow got it out into the middle of the road. So as Shotzi's looking at this, she's distracted. Tony rolls her up, adds the bridge for the cover, gets the 3 count. So Tony Storm wins off of a distraction. And then we cut back to the video feed where Candace, she gets into this big Hummer, and then she drives into the tank, but it takes a while to run over. First, you're just kind of pushing it along.
Like it's the truck wasn't built to go over a little mini tank.
Yeah, it wasn't built for crushing, but eventually it does go under the hood and gets smushed.
Absolutely not.
So, Candace says, "You cost me the NXT Women's title, so now we're even." And then we see the other Ghostface in the back of the car with her, or at least what I'm guessing, the second Ghostface. So they leave off. The tank's wrecked, and Shotzi just breaks down as if it was her dog that got ran over.
She was inconsolable.
Yeah,
she really was.
Like, she really acted like someone died, like more than just. But, so Tony consoles her as being a nice person.
I like getting a little too reckless in the ring sometimes, because it's something we don't really see much from the women's division. It's something we see on a show like fucking AEW literally all the time, but we don't see that. And Shotzi Blackheart is that. She'll do anything. She gets a little reckless in there in the ring, and I think super over. And now she's got reason to beef with Candice LeRae and the Gargano family.
She is one of the brightest future stars in the company.
You heard it here first, folks. Could be huge potential, huge shooty newcomer / rising star potential.
Oh yeah, don't think I haven't thought about that.
I know you've been thinking about that, Mike.
But I think I showed you a while ago that suicide dive she did into like a pile of chairs.
Yes.
Where she just gets annihilated. She's crazy. She'll do anything.
She'll do that kind of crazy shit, which is something we just don't see much in women.
She wants to be the first woman to use thumbtacks in WWE.
No one's ever done it?
Maybe. I can't
No,
remember.
I think Shotzi has to be the first one to jump off the cell.
That would be cool.
That
would make sense.
That's what has to happen.
They could do it safely. She does like her senton move. The other guy gets out of the way.
Exactly. Like do kind of like when Shane
O'Mac.
When Shane did it last and Sami Zayn pulled him, so you're just landing on the thing. Maybe you can lower the cell a little bit. I would even take I was trying to think if I would take like a steel cage. I think it has to be the cell. Because I think you have to get up there. Getting up there is part of the cell.
Yeah, no woman's ever fallen off the top of the cell.
Yeah, I think that's what we need.
Be the first.
And I think
she would do it. I think she would be like, fuck that.
Because
if they let her.
whoever does that is going down in the fucking history books. I don't care if they never win, like that person never wins a title or whatever, right? But whoever is the one to do it, the shooties. Get a lot of. I hope it happens. If it happens,
we're building it up next year. We just finished Hell in a Cell. We've already got next year's book.
Well. I mean, this is NXT. Who knows? They can just throw in their own. Have we had a Hell in a Cell NXT match?
We have not. That could be a first.
That could be a first. Shotzi.
Yeah. I mean, eventually they should.
That way they can make their own cage, make it a little smaller, so Shotzi can jump off. See. Who's booking over there?
We'll see. Who's booking
booking over there? Can we get Matt Bloom on the phone?
But we'll have to find. Yeah, we're a long way away from
very
that.
much so.
In the meantime, though, your boy Tim Thatcher's in the
Thatch
ring.
Can.
The new it's got a logo. He's got a shirt.
Oh, dude, I want that shirt.
Yeah, so it's our in-ring lesson where showing us some more techniques. We got the front face lock and how to escape it, how to counter it.
He nearly popped an ankle.
Yeah. But once again, he overdoes it. He hurts his poor student. He's holding on too much. But then he gets attacked out of nowhere by Austin Gray, who was the student from last time. So he surprisingly sends the Thatch man packing and stands tall. So he must be someone. Yeah.
A little odd. Sent the Thatch man.
I mean, he must be someone, right?
Be someone.
He's not just some,
schmuck.
So, anyways. There was a quick backstage thing continuing this Xia Li angle where she gets another mysterious letter. And after reading it, she tells Regal that next week she has to challenge Raquel Gonzalez. So that's a big challenge.
Who's sending these kind of letters?
I don't know. But somewhere from Asia.
You think so?
Based on the writing.
Based on the font.
I mean, I'm not trying to.
And Boa. That's the guy's name.
Boa, yeah. He was there once or twice. I don't know where he was this week.
I think he keeps handing her these letters, and then she reads them. So I think there's somebody like giving letters to him to give to her. So there's somebody above him.
Yeah, he's the middleman.
Yes.
Well, let's move on to the main event. Velveteen Dream taking on Tommaso Ciampa. Dream was dressed up like a street fight. He was wearing jeans and t-shirts.
What's going on this week at the props
Street Fight
department?
week, I don't know.
Come on, guys, smarten up.
But Ciampa, he's just targeting Velveteen Dream's broken arm throughout the match. He's still got that cast on. So Ciampa's just dominating early on, but Dream fights back until eventually Ciampa hits the Willow's Bell, and the fairy tale ending gets him the win.
Gets him the win. It was an interesting match. It didn't really hit the highs that these guys can do. Tommaso Ciampa has felt a little cold lately.
Both these men, very cold to me right now. I mean, great wrestlers. Dreams obviously got his controversial shit going on.
Yeah, of course. Athleticism is high, in these kind of guys, and
yeah. I mean, Ciampa, he said that he doesn't want to get called up, but I almost feel like what else is there to do in NXT?
Yeah, what else is there for him to do right now? And kind of leave.
Like he's fought nearly everyone.
He's fought everyone in every capacity. He's had the most brutal matches.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah,
that's tough.
I don't know what to do.
That's tough. I don't know what to do with you, Ciampa.
Yeah, great. Yeah, we like you. We love you. Maybe go to Raw, SmackDown. I don't know.
Who knows?
But the draft happened, so it's not happening.
Not happening, dude. And that was your whole NXT.
Yeah.
Should we change stations?
Yeah, let's flip over to the Turner Network Television. I don't know what is TNT.
I think that's what it stands for. Yeah.
There you go.
Way to go.
So that's where we are. TNT. It's Dynamite.
AEW. All Elite. They coming for you, Vince. Better watch out. It's too sweet.
The show opens with Dasha. She just interviews the Inner Circle, and Jericho puts over Jake Hager, who was absent last week because he was having a fight, an MMA fight over in Bellator, which he won.
He's 3-0.
Yeah, he was sporting a nice shiner there, some black eye, but 3-0 with a no contest when he kicked the guy in the balls that they don't.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
But anyways,
by accident, nobody ever purposely kicks someone in the balls.
If you're losing and you don't want to lose the fight, I believe.
Okay.
But MJF and Wardlow come out. They cut them off. MJF says he felt a bit of tension last week, and he doesn't want that. But Jericho says, you don't have the killer instinct, Max. I think you're a bit soft. So MJF says, yeah, watch me in the ring. So Jericho goes to sit down at the commentary booth to call some action.
Ooh,
and he stays there all night.
Gotta love it. Yeah, gotta love it when Jericho hops on.
He's damn good.
Why do they not do that in WWE? Like, they'll do it occasionally for somebody who comes for one match.
I mean, Samoa Joe got a job.
But somebody who actually also wrestles. Because
remember one week they did it? It was like Triple H came out, and then Dolph Ziggler came out, and then it was like the first week of COVID, I think.
Yeah, when they had no clue what was going on. But yeah, even like we'll see for these, we'll have Britt Baker come on for half the show, or Eddie Kingston will come on, or even Taz. Like they don't do that same kind of thing.
Not as much, and when they do, it's not as good.
Yeah.
Unless,
Anyways, we do get a match. Tag match, though, right? To kick off the show. MJF and Wardlow taking on members of the Inner Circle, Sammy Guevara and Ortiz.
Yeah, so, there's disagreement among the Inner Circle about if they should join. Mm-hmm. And I guess Santana, maybe not, maybe he's more on the side of, we should let him join.
I don't know. Santana and Jake Hager weren't there.
Yeah, so anyways, we get a good match here. MJF and Wardlow working good together. Sammy Guevara's doing the high flying. He's just doing corkscrew, suicide dives, toe picking heroes. He's flying all over the place.
All over the fucking place. So because of this weird Sammy Guevara, Matt Hardy shit, I haven't realized that I forgot, or maybe I just flat out didn't know. Sammy Guevara's sick.
Yeah, no,
he's
been good.
Sick. If they're imagine just like this kid as a babyface doing this crazy shit. Oh yeah, the Spanish God is nothing short. It will be nothing short of extraordinary. One day.
He'll get
his chance, just like Jungle Boy will have his, and MJF will have his. They'll all get their chance one day.
Exactly. Eventually, all four men, they fight into the corner. We get the big Tower of Doom superplex off the top rope. And then Wardlow grabs Ortiz, hits him with the F10, but Sammy breaks up the pin with a frog splash. And then soon after, Sammy hits this like springboard 450 axe handle to the floor. But then there's a man in the crowd wearing Serpentico's mask, and he just flings a chair at Sammy's head. But then he removes the mask, and it's Matt Hardy. And this is like a running gag now. Whenever somebody wants to hide, they just use Serpentico's mask.
Yeah, poor guy.
Like, we've seen the fake on Dynamite more than the real guy.
Poor guy.
Yeah, but anyways, Sammy's out, back in the ring. MJF locks in the Salt of the Earth, forces Ortiz to tap out. So MJF and Wardlow get the win. But on the way back up the ramp, MJF just runs over to the commentary table and tackles Jericho down through the backdrop.
Huge spear.
Yeah, big spear. What do you call that thing? The curtain, the backdrop?
Yeah, I'll call it that.
Yeah,
step
down.
and repeat, I believe, is the official industry term.
The technical. That's what I was looking for. The technical term.
Step and repeat.
Thank you.
There you go.
So yeah, he knocks him down. There's a little brawl. They all get separated. But as MJF leaves, there's a smile on Jericho's face. He likes this. I think this is what he wanted, to bring out that vicious side.
Out that vicious side of MJF and a hot start to the show. Dude, they have a match on Saturday night and, may not have the flash of the others, but two enormous personalities.
It's going to be fun.
Great heels.
And they could both, trying to out-cheat each other maybe, having some fun.
Yeah, a lot of potential here.
Yeah. Then I think there was Tony Schiavone doing his sit-down interview with Kenny Omega in his home.
Fantastic sit-down interview with Kenny Omega.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I won't even recap because it was just go and listen to it if you need to.
Yeah, he wants to win.
Talking about
he wants to win.
Yeah, he wants to win.
This
it's serious.
This full of himself Kenny Omega. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been here a whole year and he hasn't sniffed that world title. So now it's the time.
Because that's the match we're getting on the weekend also.
Yeah. And then they did the follow-up on the other side with JR doing a sit-down with Hangman, getting his perspective as he's sipping on a drink, talking about the match.
Yep.
Another great promo.
Sitting very awkwardly on the table also. I don't know if you happen to notice that. Oh, sorry, not on the table.
Yeah,
sorry,
I couldn't quite tell. I couldn't tell if they were supposed to be in Hangman's house or they just met somewhere.
And like the way he just kind of sat with like his leg up. I was like, this is weird.
Well, he was not as comfortable.
I guess so.
Maybe you can tell he's nervous.
I guess so. I must be.
But then we go back to the ring. Trent is taking on Miro. I guess they're still fighting over that broken arcade machine.
Yeah, well, that's what started. I mean, Chris Jericho said that he had one of his own, and if he ever lost it, he would kill the man who broke it. So if Chris Jericho said those exact words. So yeah, this means a lot to the best man.
Well, yeah, he's here. They're fighting in the ring, and on the outside, Chuck Taylor, Kip Sabian, they start brawling off into the crowd. And then Orange Cassidy, Penelope Ford, they go face-to-face. Ford ends up slapping the glasses off of Cassidy, so he grabs her glasses, puts them on, and then he goes for the hands in the pockets when Dark Order members come running out. Oh? And there's a bunch of shit going on outside this thing. So they attack Cassidy. The ref has just had enough. He tosses them from ringside. So anyways, back in the ring, the action was going. It was actually probably Miro's best match so far in AEW. Not that he's done a whole lot.
I'm sure there's been some on Dark, I bet.
Yeah, probably. But Trent goes for a springboard, but then he just slips on the rope. But it looked like a planned botch to me.
I think so too. But those Jacksonville ropes.
Yeah,
you know what they say about those Jacksonville ropes?
What's that?
They're slippery.
Okay. As Miro, he follows up on this slip with a big super kick and locks in the game over camel clutch to get the submission win.
Yeah, this was a super overbooked. It was funny you said, this might have been Miro's best match in AEW. You might be right. I just thought this was way too long.
It was hard to notice.
It was really hard to notice. Yeah, hard hitting. Certainly, the match was.
And when I say his best match, the bar has been low for him so far. He has not had a good
very much so. And because I think we have Cassidy and John Silver on the weekend, so that does that bit. Of course, we have to get our weekly Anna Jay sighting, and and then Miro gets the win. Hope maybe with some momentum.
Yeah, I don't know. I think afterwards there was a big brawl, and Orange Cassidy did his lazy man dive, and that was
Well, then that probably took us to commercial.
that takes us to commercial. We come back. Team Taz comes out to cut a promo because Taz, he's been trying to get a hold of Tony Khan backstage,
TK.
but TK's been too busy, so he came out here to address him, and he puts over his boys, Cage and Starks, who've both been on a roll on Dark, I guess, picking up a lot of wins.
Who would know?
10 of their last 11 matches,
Wow.
but they're not booked for Full Gear. But Taz guarantees that there will be an FTW presence at the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
Great. Brian Cage holding on to that belt.
Yeah, the FTW title.
That I love.
The
I
unofficial.
love that it's unofficial. Taz just kind of gave it to Brian Cage, but I love that nobody has tried to challenge for it. Even the 24/7 title, people
Didn't he defend it
people
once?
want.
thought he
No, but
defended it
I mean, well, I don't remember that. But I think regardless of whether he defended it once, I mean, like all the other belts have people who have express how much they want it. Whether it be the NXT title, the IC title, even the 24/7 title, Drew Gulak wants that belt.
Indeed.
FTW just doesn't have that
Indeed.
allure yet.
Not yet. Well, let's see what the presence is on Saturday.
Amen.
But Private Party is taking on the Young Bucks, and Matt Hardy comes out with his buddies, but Sammy Guevara attacks him during the entrance, gets some revenge, and hits Matt with his own move, the Twist of Fate.
Onto that ramp, onto the cool ramp.
Right onto the ramp, yeah, the patented Daly's Place ramp.
Trademark.
But the match goes on. Just a little fun, fast-paced tag team action here. Private Party get a couple near falls, but the Bucks eventually hit the BTE trigger, and that gets them the 3 count. And afterwards, though, FTR and Tully, they just ambush, start beating down the Bucks. But then both Hangman and Kenny come out separately to help the Bucks, and so they clear the ring, and then Kenny and Hangman just go face-to-face. Exchange words, but not blows.
Yeah, this match went on for longer than I thought it would. It was fantastic and a lot of fun. But yeah, they were really playing the angle that like Matt was struggling to really keep up after like I think they were playing the knee angle at one point, and then like he couldn't keep up.
Yeah, which it caused people after the show to even speculate he was injured, and he's like, "Hey, don't worry, folks, I'm going to be at the pay-per-view."
Oh, really? Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yeah. So, but I think he's working through something.
Of course.
But
Well, yeah. So
who
after
knows?
the match, so FTR and Tully they come, fuck everything up, and then lo and behold, Paige and Omega come down to make the save.
Yeah.
They get
And
their
they
tense,
just talk.
They get a little bit of a stare down. Kenny Omega wearing pants. We often see him wearing shorts and a t-shirt, but he's wearing pants this time. Folks, if you're in Florida, it's pants season.
Even in Florida, it can drop temperature.
Amen. On the Weather Network app, I have 2 cities, Toronto and Jacksonville. Just because when I'm watching AEW, sometimes I want to know what's it like. What's it like for these competitors out there? Live at Daly's Place. It's currently 21 in Florida.
That's
There you
not
go. See.
Tony Schiavone is back. He's in the ring to host a face-to-face between Eddie Kingston and Jon Moxley. But Tony Khan has stipulated that there will be no physical contact between the men, or the match at the Full Gear is called off.
That's gonna be the best stip I've ever heard. You mean the pre-match promo isn't going to result in just them beating the shit out of each other? Fucking fantastic.
Yeah, it's smart. So Kingston, right off the bat, he just tells Tony to get out of the ring and goes nose to nose with Moxley, right in his face, and just cuts a great promo, telling him he's going to destroy him on Saturday. He wants that title, 18 years of his life building up to this moment. And then Moxley gives his great rebuttal, talking about, how they were in the business together, even, Kingston's mother sharing the dinner table with her, promising her that he would protect her, keep her son out of trouble, have his back. But Eddie, the loudest one in the room, is the weakest, and you've been really loud lately. But that's not you. After 18 years, you finally get your shot, and deep down, you're going to lose. Eddie's real fired up, this whole thing. He's going crazy. Mox made it personal when he brought his mama up.
You don't bring mothers up unless you want it to be personal.
So just great mic work from both men. We were already hyped for this match. It's gonna be awesome. They didn't even really have to mention the I quit shit.
They hardly mentioned it. Was like the very last line of Moxley or whatever. They did this one bit that made it look like it made it feel like a fucking soap opera where Eddie Kingston, they only have one mic. So Eddie Kingston gives the mic to Moxley, and then he's standing facing the camera, but like looking over his shoulder as if he's, as if he stormed off in a room.
Yeah.
And now he's kind of like walked over to the other side of the room and crossed his arms. He has this look on his.
You turn your
He
shoulder.
has this look on his face of like, like I'm turning my back to you, and Moxley's just like doing laps behind him. This was. I was drawn into every second of this promo. Another fantastic job by Eddie Kingston and the Moxman. Moxman's had a few good promos in the last few months.
Yeah, both men damn good on the mic.
Damn fucking good. Afterwards, after this little promo, Jim Ross takes us to a little video package from the bastard Pac.
Yeah, we haven't seen this man in a long while, and we get this kind of a bit of an artsy production here.
Yeah, it was a little different. These like wide drone shots,
landscape angles, outdoors. It was pretty art. I thought it was nice. Yeah. And like cuts. There's like he's sitting down and like multiples of him walking around arguing with himself. But yeah, so he just during all this he cuts a promo saying hopefully he'll be returning soon. Yeah, I don't know. I forget exactly what
that was the effect of it. Yeah, Pac is coming
returning soon.
back. I guess whatever issues that sort of visa whatever that results to him probably living in Wales where he's from or.
Yeah, I think he can get here fine. It's just if he wants to go back, then he has to quarantine for all this shit. Because I think he still lives there. Or I don't know what the deal is.
But it could mean giving enough time to sort of sort out how to make it happen.
Yeah, who knows? Does he jump into this group with Eddie Kingston?
Well, I mean, you think Pac and Kingston would maybe be at a bit of an edge because we had Death Triangle.
That's what I mean. His boys, the Lucha Brothers, are they're involved with Kingston now. So,
but I think Butcher and Blade are done with Kingston.
Who knows what they float
because
around a lot,
they brought Ali back. So I feel like they're done.
Yeah, they didn't.
And then I saw them. I didn't see them. I follow AEW on YouTube. So anytime I go to my subscriptions, I'll just see like the say like whoever's on a match on Dark. They're doing some dark shit.
Okay. Someone else is probably on Dark a lot is Red Velvet.
Who?
Coming up. Yeah, Red Velvet. She's taking on Nyla Rose here.
Who? Oh, so I know who Nyla Rose. Okay, sorry. that one was uncalled for. I know who Nyla Rose.
No, it wasn't that one called for though. Your number one contender, believe it or not, folks.
Oh my lord.
But anyways, Velvet, she's fired up early on. She gets a little flurry of offense in, but then the Beast Nyla takes over and just starts dominating, and she mocks Hikaru Shida, who's watching in the crowd, by stealing her taunt and her finishing move. So Nyla wins. And afterwards, Vicky Guerrero comes out, gets on the mic, and insults Shida some more. That was your go home that was your big build for the women's title match.
Wow. Oh my God. So I was waiting for you to say something.
Well, I that was it. I know. What else can I fucking say about this? What else can I say about this that hasn't been said about?
Yeah, nothing about this promo explained why she's getting the championship match. Despite not competing regularly in months, fucking give this to Big Swole. Give this to like Sonny Kiss, Britt Baker. Britt Baker, of course, but like
Sonny Kiss is in the men's division.
Oh shit, sorry. There's actually been other people who have been on the show.
Yeah,
give it to Sonny Kiss.
I mean, yeah, Penelope Ford, man. Why doesn't she get to wrestle?
Yeah, at least she's there already. You don't have to call her into work.
So who the hell knows what the hell they're gonna do? But yeah, let's just move on.
It did not work. Oh my God. Yeah, let's move on. I guess because we do a fucking we have a big old 6-man tag I think coming up for our main event.
This is your main event. It's kind of an odd position because Austin Gunn, Billy Gunn are here, teaming up with Cody, taking on members of the Dark Order. The the match was fine. It was a bit of a weird spot though, like for the finale of. I would have put the Kingston and Moxley promo. I think.
Yeah, this would have hit way more to home. However, the match was, kind of like whatever. Cody's doing his own thing. I think Colt Cabana shows up at one point.
Yeah.
Or he was in the match. Yeah, sorry, never mind.
So he did show up.
Okay, so anyways, the babyface stand tall. I think Austin Gunn gets the
Well, that was surprising too. Austin Gunn of all people gets the win.
Cody
we've like never see this guy, and he's just main evented.
Yeah, but Cody doesn't need to fucking cover John Silver. Give it to.
I mean, why can't Dark Order pin Austin Gunn?
That's a good point. Well, I mean, it can't because we need our baby faces stand tall, so we can have our second time. And
Cody's a baby face.
I said baby faces. The three of them. Because Austin Gunn, they're standing on the babyface side of the.
I know.
But I do know what you're saying because afterwards we get another Anna Jay sighting, and then they kind of go back. Then we get a quick orange punch, and Cody then grabs the mic and drops some fire onto a Darby Allin, very ominously sitting.
He's been watching. He's been sitting in the crowd
by
for weeks
himself in like the nosebleeds of Daly's place.
Yeah, so Cody's promo, it's very passionate, very he's great at promo.
He is good at that.
But like I said, I'm starting to get a little too much Cody. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it could be. No, I know what you're saying. But it is so funny, right? He does.
But maybe it's by design. Maybe they want you to turn on Cody.
He does a great job on the mic, and then he'll do a great job in the ring, and then you're like, too much Cody. And then he does a great job in the ring, and then a great job on the mic, and you're like, still too much. It's like, what do you mean?
I don't even. Yeah, but maybe it's by design. They want you to turn on him. He always gets the big entrance, the biggest entrance on the show. His whole family comes out.
The fucking dog.
He cuts the big promo. He gets to start yelling. I think they stop at the dog
after All Out or whatever it was. But you're exactly right. If we are meant to be turning on Cody right now, Darby Allin has been like primo babyface since that Cody match last year, even though he is like his persona is so dark and like edgy and whatever mysterious, he is so over as a babyface, I feel.
Yeah, and he seems like a good guy. Like when there's shit happening, sometimes he'll run out and help the good guy.
Yeah, he actually did that one time, and we were like, wow, somebody
he comes running out with his skateboard. He's like, I'm here,
finally,
boys.
Somebody from the and he's not running, he's skateboarding. He's going faster than most people. Finally, somebody's coming in, saving the other baby faces. Yeah, you know what? Let's just get right into. That was the end of Dynamite, so let's just fucking keep blabbering our mouths around and just get into this.
Well, there was one thing that happened after the show went off the air. Cody kept talking.
Oh shit! Okay, I didn't see this.
It's just a small thing, but he basically talked about how WWE they've come to terms. WWE canceled the trademark, and now he can be Cody Rhodes.
Oh,
again,
okay. I did hear that in the news.
Yeah, he just told it to the crowd, whatever crowd.
So do we think maybe on Saturday we'll see Cody Rhodes, or do you think?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, he could. I don't know. Sometimes he likes to say a lot of shit. Cody talks shit. Yeah. He's like, I could still be Cody. Cody's fine.
Of course. Well,
he's always wanted to be Cody.
Well, and I wonder, when your name was taken away from you, you want your name back. So I get it. Which would be crazy. But, anyways, okay, so that's fantastic. Hopefully Cody Rhodes will show up. And we can call him Cody Rhodes, and it won't be like a little slip of my tongue or whatever. Let's get to Full Gear 2020, because it's coming up tomorrow. Cannot be more excited. And we have a modest 9-match card. Maybe there'll be a 10th or something.
More than WWE these days.
More than WWE these days. Of course, we have...
They're running longer. I'm calling it. It's running until midnight.
We have 9 matches with 2. That's right. You heard it. 2 women's matches. Mike, how about you book this card for us?
Well, 2 women's matches. That's nice. One of them's on the pre-show, of course. But it's a title match. The NWA Women's title is making another appearance here, as Serena Deeb is now the keeper of the belt, and she'll be defending against Allison Kay.
Hopefully, this has the potential of being one of the best AEW women's matches ever.
I mean, you're not wrong.
We are not wrong. We'll be watching. And of course, Mike, we're watching it.
We'll watch it.
We're watching it together.
We'll
so of course, we're going to watch pre-show.
We'll throw it on. We'll have a couple of beverages. We'll have some laughs.
Perfect.
But let's move on to the main card here. We got lots of stuff. Let's just start off with Orange Cassidy taking on John Silver of the Dark Order.
Yeah, they've been having a couple little spats over there on being the elite lately. They've been goofing off.
And even on Dynamite, they've been beefing a bit. They've been bothering each other. Brody Lee's been absent ever since he lost the title,
still on being the elite. But yeah, hopefully this is the only chance we have for our weekly Anna Jay sighting. So just fingers crossed.
Yeah, this will just be a fun match. You can really throw it anywhere on the card in between.
And it'll probably go to Orange Cassidy.
Hopefully. Well, I mean, yeah, he lost the TNT title like 3 in a row, so he'll win
it.
But let's move on to Chris Jericho taking on MJF in a singles match. But if MJF wins, he is officially allowed membership into the
This one could go either way. This is going to be a lot of fun, and I'm sure a dream come true for both performers.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun, just like storytelling match in the ring. Both of them just being shenanigans, conniving little guys.
And yeah, and I would love to see. And Mike, I think a few weeks ago you thought to yourself, maybe some of them will choose to align with MJF instead of Chris Jericho, sort of leaving Chris Jericho behind, claiming maybe MJF is a new leader. And I think maybe if there's a time for that to happen, boy, that could be this.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun. Either way, I think MJF should win this match just so it can lead to all these fun things we're talking about.
Yeah, we want all this fun. Give me fun, join the inner Tony Khan. Give me fun.
Exactly. Well, we'll see how fun this next match is. Hikaru Shida defending that title against Nyla Rose.
Wait, did you say fun?
Well, that's what I mean. We're not that excited, but we'll give it a chance. We just want women's wrestling.
We're going to watch it. Of course we're going to watch it.
We're going to watch it. Yeah. But, I mean, we've seen it before. Not that there's a whole lot of feuds they can go to, but, yeah, it's not one, I don't know. Not a hot one.
Not a hot match.
Not even a mild one, really.
It's, medium spice. Medium salsa.
Yeah. But then we got, they're coming back to it. One of the cursed feuds of the year. Matt Hardy taking on Sammy Guevara. In the Elite Deletion match. So at the very least, they can pre-tape this.
I was thinking this would be... I think this whole thing will be pre-taped.
Yeah. I think they've already confirmed it's going to be at the Hardy compound. So
that's cool.
No stupid stunts. We can use crash pads. We can do all this stuff. Because someone's literally gotten hurt every single time.
And I think if we can use crash pads, do all this stuff, and just put an end to it... I picture...
Yeah, let this be the finale.
I picture how difficult it would be, to have a feud, to want to start working with something, and Matt Hardy wanted to work with Sammy Guevara, and just for every single thing to go wrong. It's like, like for their own professional sake, let's end on a high note.
Yeah. Hopefully that's what we'll get. And then we got the tag team AEW world titles on the line. FTR defending against the Young Bucks with the added stip where if the Young Bucks lose, they can never again challenge for those titles.
They're getting the old Cody stip.
Yeah, and then there's also Tully Blanchard has been banned from ringside as an
that's
extra
good.
stip.
Just for everyone.
That's good. Yeah, he's I don't trust that old man. No way.
No way.
But logic would dictate the Bucks have to win this.
Logic,
because what else can they go for? I mean, Cody's got the TNT title. There's no other tag title.
Logic would dictate, and there's no way that the Young Bucks would break themselves up. That's just insane. But I mean, wrestling is wrestling, so logic has no value a lot of the time. And I mean, FTR has been on a pretty good roll here, like 12-0, 13-0, whatever they're at. Yeah. Either way, it's going to be a damn good tag match. Either way, yeah, it will really go either way. But then let's move on to the TNT Championship here, as Cody is going to defend against Darby Allin. They fought before. They had that great draw. I think they had another match at some point, but yeah, can Darby pick up the big win? I would love that. I think he might. I would love that happening. Yeah, I think why not? Let's give it to Darby. And then one of the hottest feuds that we've been building for months and months here. Hangman Adam Page taking on Kenny Omega in the finals of the AEW World Championship Eliminator Tournament. So the winner of this match gets a World Championship opportunity. And yeah, man, this one's going to be a barn. This will be another fantastic story. Story-based, hard-hitting. You're probably going to see a dozen V-triggers. Oh God.
Half a dozen buckshots.
But we're only gonna see one winged angel. That's right, yeah. Kenny Omega getting the win. Adam Hangman Page, you're young, bud.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
The bigger matches. Once Kenny is champion, then Hangman challenges him again.
There's the bigger match, and the Mox Man has been champion for since last.
It's sneaking up to a year
since Revolution.
Like February.
Since Revolution, yeah. So not to say that he's been a fantastic world champion, but everything, all good things end.
Yeah. No, I think that's a good path we could go down, but. We'll see. That leaves only one match, though. The AEW World Championship itself. Jon Moxley defending again against Eddie Kingston in a I Quit match. The first ever in AEW.
This will be a lot of fun, too. Moxley,
we can anything. Weapons, barbed wire. We can get those mousetrap boards again.
Oh, really?
Whatever that was. Remember that one? Well, it's an I Quit match. You can use anything.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know it followed kind of no DQ rule. I guess I would have to, yeah, because it's only one person has to quit. Yeah. God damn, this just made this match way sicker.
Yeah. No, I'm expecting barbed wire and stuff. Maybe some thumbtacks.
Dude, I never even thought about it.
Maybe even fire. We can get that fire trash can back out. We can throw someone into it.
The hobo fire trash can? Yes.
Yeah. But this is going to be a great main event. Eddie Kingston has worked his way from being pretty much a lot of people had no idea who it even was to look him now main eventing a pay-per-view.
Yeah, wow, main eventing a pay-per-view, and I think he's also like 38 years old. Yeah.
I wouldn't even hate it if they let him win the damn thing.
If they let him do
short reign,
win the damn thing, sure, why not?
Omega's okay. And then drop it to Omega a month later.
Kenny's coming for you, bud.
Be the first ever transitional champion in AEW.
The first ever trans champ.
No, transitional.
Oh.
Not transitioning genders, just from one man champion to the other.
One man champ.
Yes. But that's it. That's the full gear that, this show probably would have been. We probably still would have been watching it together, but we would have been there live because this was rumored to be the Toronto.
Wow. Imagine that. Because tomorrow we would be there.
We'd be there, man.
It could have been us, man. That was it. That was Full Gear. That was Wednesday night, Monday night, Friday night. That was the entire wrestling week.
Pretty much.
So I think it's only time for one more thing. I think we need to talk about some wrestlers of the week.
It's the wrestler of the week. Wrestler of the week. Of the week. Of the week. The wrestler of the week. Of the week. Of the week. Wrestler of the week. Of the week. Of the week. The wrestler of the week.
Mike, I am coming to you. He just like we said, he's going to main event the pay-per-view on the weekend, from the humble beginnings of possibly from the streets of Brooklyn to all the way he is right now, and the way he stood in the ring looking over his shoulder. Eddie Kingston, you're my wrestler of the week.
Yeah, he's the man. He's one of the best going right now when it comes to just cutting a promo.
Yeah.
Pretty good in the ring as well.
Delivering, yeah.
Hell
Who do you have for me, Mike?
Well, yes, this did happen after our last episode, so you didn't see it, but I'm just going to give it to that 5-star match, Ilya Dragunov, for his amazing performance. Can you spell that?
Hell yeah, I can.
Okay, good. Walter held his end of the bargain as well, of course, but this was a damn good match for both men. But Dragunov, man, he just go and watch it when you have the time. There you go.
I'll have to. Was it like a pay-per-view match or just like a
just
NXT UK television? That's sick.
But just a great 25-minute match.
Wow,
just nonstop. People are getting beaten the fuck
I
up.
will check it out when I have the time, folks. And that's all the time we have, I guess, for the show.
Yeah.
Remember,
that's the end of number 99.
99 is coming to an end. Remember, like, subscribe to the podcast everywhere. The next thing you will hear will be episode 100. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot.
It's going to be great. Thanks for listening, folks. Yeah, remember episode 100's coming up next, and I think that's all we got. That's all I got for this week.
Yeah, that's all.
That's all we got. We can't do any more. We can't do any more. We can't do it. We're done. We're done. Have a great night, Mike.